As you my day, though. Stretchy boy, daddy loves you. See that? Little puss meltdown. Come on, everybody, members of the community, put your hands together for Little Puss, the man of the hour. Little Puss, giving you what you need, giving you what you want, year after year. Little Puss got a little bit of money and went to town with his ego. Well, what's it take over any town USA for the 500 motherfuckers? Spare no expense for Little Puss. Little Puss is a big spender, Diamond Jim motherfucker. Anything it takes to fillet Little Puss and all you clones that do his bidding and take your lives in your hands. Go up to his porch. Little Puss, come here. Oh, yes, sir, right away. Little Puss. You outdid yourself, huh? You don't like that. You're having a meltdown today. May 18th. Little Puss, big man meltdown. The cops, they just drive right fucking by. Any other town, though, they're bound to look at you. They're on patrol. They get used to their community. If I was on fire, these cops wouldn't look at me. If I had a big, tall both middle fingers up in front of them, which I've done before, they won't do anything. If I was to walk down the street naked, I wouldn't get arrested. Little Puss, spare no expense. $50,000 in a town like this can buy you endless little puss fodder. Spare no expense. It's Little Puss's kingdom of attention. He doesn't like that. You go across the street to write something, you put up a blanket over the window, Little Puss meltdown. He's got to play his fucking game and prove that. It's just everybody stand up and put your hands together one last time for Little Puss. Y'all love Little Puss Dick, don't you? You love it. Get free little fucking what? What do you get from Little Puss? What's he give you in this little town? He's a big spender. Spare no expense for Little Puss. I could be running down the street like a Vietnamese girl on fire with napalm, and nobody's gonna do nothing. Because in a little town like this, Little Puss reigns supreme. What does it cost? I'm thinking 50,000, 100,000. I mean, what could it possibly cost for Little Puss to take it over like a tyrannical baby Hitler, man? You can only go about 50 feet, and my laziness prevents me. Well, occasionally I meander out of the Little Puss's circumference, which is about 50 feet, with his cameras and his little dicky games. But I mean, I'm just waiting for the impotent, dickless fuckbag to wake up and realize that nobody cares. Someone's taking their life in their hands. Go up to the porch or even if they don't, look on the camera and play some fucking Little Puss games for me, would you please? Little Puss. Narcissist grew up without hearing the word no. He's got a little dough to spread around, and you motherfuckers just eat it up. Like, yeah, like bottom feeders. You come right up from the bottom, and he's got some algae for you that he sprinkles on the top, and you motherfuckers eat till you're fat and you puke. Little Puss. It's obvious. When the cops look at me, the way they look at me now reminds me of when I was 18 years old and hanging around with the mafia. It's the same thing. Not even a glance. Not once have they even glanced at me at the light. Not once. What are the odds of that? And you're just waiting and waiting and waiting for them to make eye contact. They never do. I understand that. It's Little Puss. Nobody wants to touch Little Puss. There's too much to explain. The mayor's got to explain. And that's a good point. How will the mayor explain this? I'd like to get in touch with her and be like, what exactly do you call this? You're worried about cameras? Well, you've got an issue right here in my house, right here at 72 Hill Street in Troy, New York. Anybody want to ask the mayor what she thinks about all this? I mean, I pay taxes in this area. Don't I have the same rights as anybody else? I'm just curious. You know? I'm just curious. The mayor doesn't care? If I go to the news and ask them to care, will it be? If I go to a lawyer to sue the state, first sue everybody, but first sue Troy and sue everybody, everybody. What's it going to take for you to give a fuck? You don't know what's going on. All my neighbors know what's going on. The mayor doesn't know what's going on. That's a good fucking question. Police don't want to touch it. I don't blame them. They're carrying your burden. They don't want to think on the baby dick, Little Puss. If they think I'm a little puss, they might lose their jobs or something. I kind of understand that. But I just think it's a dead giveaway. It's like they're letting me know without letting me know that something's a foul. Little Puss and his cameras and the little game we play, and Little Puss testing his limits. You know, make sure I'm asleep upstairs so Little Puss and his friends could come down and fuck around and risk their very lives. If I kill you, I'm gonna have to call the Troy Police Department, and there might be an investigation. I mean, I'll do whatever it takes to get the attention that I fucking need with this one. I haven't got another summer to fuck around with Little Puss and his camera games and his narco fantasy gone awry. You know, I don't see why the police got to carry his secret and shit. Little Puss doesn't. Does he donate to the police department? Will he donate as much as I do if I have the chance to? Does he? You know, does he take care of the mayor? Does Little Puss take care of our mayor here in Troy? That's what I want to know. Does he? I bet you I can do better than Little Puss, but no, I'm not going to now. I'll just wait and we'll see what happens with Little Puss. You know, Little Puss likes to play a lot of fucking big boy games, but he doesn't want to pay the big boy cost, which is death, which is jail, which is, yeah. Little Puss, I got a life to live. You understand that? Playing porch games and fucking with my. You know how much money you're costing me, Little Puss? Little Narco Puss, listen to me for 1 second. Stop talking to your friends and listen to me. Do you have any idea how much you're costing me in expenses with your door fascination? You're not you and I both know you're not gonna go past that front door because you're a puss. Something in you tells you that it's legal to fuck around on my porch. That's still my property. I won't beat you to death. One day, one of your cronies will forget to tell you that. Oh, Aaron just got up. Nope, I don't see nothing, and I'm gonna open the door and see you there, and you're gonna have a song and dance, and I'm gonna beat you to death with that drum throne that's sitting down there. Little pussy, it's gonna come. It's all coming to a head soon. I just want to know what the fuck is the mayor doing? What do I have to do? Do I have to go to Albany County? Do I have to write to the governor of New York State? What will it take for Little Puss's reign of tyranny to fucking end? You know, it's one thing to put cameras in. It's another thing for little puss to fucking wreak havoc on my fucking life. The man will never get any balls, and he needs a diaper. That's for sure. What's it gonna take? What's it gonna take? Do I have to get national attention just to get left the fuck alone? Little Puss doesn't like it because I crossed the street today and wrote in my notebook and put up a comforter over the window. This is how Little Puss's narco. This is how he deals with shit. He thinks I'm his wife. He wants to treat me like a bitch. He wants to take the kid in the house, but I'm gonna fucking beat him to fucking death. Can anybody help with Little Puss and his camera games? And he thinks colors mean something, green, red, and blah 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 blah. Why do I have a peppermint patties on the porch? Why do I have a pale ale? I've been drinking it for 30 fucking years. If I put it on top of the garbage where it belongs, what's wrong with that, you piece of shit? You want some spinach, piece of shit? You're going to need some if you fuck with me. I'm going to knock you the fuck out of the box, little puss. And tomorrow's going to be an even bigger tantrum because we're going to continue to fucking close this room off since nobody wants to do nothing. Little Puss will have to deal with his microphone, his favorite camera. His favorite little shop of cuckery is closing down, and he's having a problem with that. And Wooly Bully next door is going away, too. Why don't y'all mind your fucking business if you can't play the game properly? You're not. It's the same shit day after day, Little Puss. When are you going to grow to be a fucking man? How long is Little Puss's money going to last? I mean, you got the national news, which is in tune with this. The mayor, I just want to know, does the mayor care or see about this? Doesn't she give a fuck? I would. I've been taking, this didn't happen in Schenectady County, where I was living before. It happened, but it was, it was done differently. What's wrong with this city that they can't, I don't know. It's got national attention. Can't you see that? Or do you choose not to see it? Well, that's up to you. That's up to you. I'm sure later on there'll be questions asked. I don't know. You know, I'm not interested in City Hall in Troy. I'm interested in them doing their fucking job and acting like the shit ain't happening. If there's a fire that breaks out, how much money does it take for the firefighters to ignore the fire? like it was New York City and Harlem in the 80s. How much does it take? Did the landlord pay the city off? How much money would that take? You know, until the news are here filming it, waiting for the fire department. That's all I want to know with Little Puss. Little Puss is stretching your limits, my limits, and everybody's limits for a little payola. And his payola, he's really making you work for. You know, it's not like he's doing his job to keep things quiet. He's testing your limits, and I'll sit here and watch him test your limits till I'm old and gray. I just want to know how long does it take before you fuckers wake up. That's all. I want to know when the fuck are you gonna wake up? You're not gonna wake up? I didn't think so. Well, it's gotten national attention. Let's wait. Let's wait till Donald Trump takes a hold of the wheel, and then I'll be free to sue whoever the fuck I want because I'll have a little scratch, and I plan on it. I plan on suing every one of you cocksuckers. Really, if you want to really know the truth, yeah, along with Little Puss in prison. Pretty much. How could you ignore this? This could be your daughter. This could be your son. This could be your husband. This could be your mother that they're doing this to. Well, I understand. You're worried about the cameras on the streets, not the ones in my fucking house, though. All right. That's okay. That's your priority. That's your prerogative. I'll use my ability. I'll use my prerogative when the time comes to retroactively sue the fuck out of everyone that was involved in this ever. That's okay.